My wife and I were in a very difficult point in our marriage. I knew I was right and she was wrong, and she knew she was right and I was wrong. And everything ended in arguments and conflict. And we'd been married for 24 years. We were both in ministry, and you would think that we could figure this out.
I was in a pretty painful place in our marriage, so I didn't have a lot of hope that anything would really work. So the Soulcare at the time I was very leery and not really confident that it would work, but work meaning that it would fix our problems. However, God used Steve as our counselor to really open the Word and touch our hearts. At the time, like he had mentioned, we were married 24 years. Next weekend, we will be married 45 years.
Right.
And that is because of the Soulcare. And the circumstance now, 21 years later, is just remarkable. Like, God hasn't quit. I mean, He's still growing us. He's still working. He's still making His will known and causing our hearts to follow Him.
The biggest difference in Soulcare and other types of counseling we had was the emphasis on Scripture. I don't really remember if Bible verses were even used in other counseling settings.
Through the Scripture, Pastor Steve helped us understand that God is intricately a part of all that we do and all that happens to us. Like, He isn't separated. He is a part of that, and that is to grow us for His glory and for our good.
Yeah, and I think that was the biggest mindset change for us. You would think, as mature Christians, professional ministry people, we would understand all these things, and we had all the facts right about a lot of things, but we were not factoring in the God factor. We just missed the idea that God was involved in this, and He was working through this to minister to us, to help us grow and learn about Him and learn about ourselves. God is in the problem. And that was a turning point for us. And that has changed our whole mindset since then. In fact, that was the last counseling we had.
Correct.
Counseling?
My mindset became to kind of live out this Scripture. And one of the Scriptures that Steve shared with us has become my life verse for the last 21 years, and that is Philippians 4:4-7. And I go back to that almost daily, but definitely very regularly. I go back to that I need to rejoice, and God is near. I need to show my gentleness, and not be raging or not be hateful, because God is there with me. And if I want to have my heart and my mind guarded in Jesus Christ, which is verse 7, then I have to go back up to verse 6 and 5 to say I need to bring everything to God in prayer, by prayer, thanksgiving, and supplication. And the peace of God, which transcends my understanding. So even if I don't understand what's going on, I know God is working because of that Scripture. So my mindset shifted that I work to keep Scripture applying to all of what I'm doing in life. Like, Scripture is the base of what I'm thinking and where my brain goes now.
Yeah, as far as the impact that Soulcare had on us, I mean, it literally transformed our lives, and at every level. To make a long story short, because of Soulcare, we ended up getting trained in Soulcare ministry, getting certified as counselors, and actually going to the mission field sent by our church, living in Romania for 10 years, starting a 2-year school to train counselors in Soulcare and establish Soulcare ministry in 3 different denominations while we were there, and trained 6 different leaders, a team of leaders, to take over the ministry when we left there.
We were using the mindset of God is in the problem and he's working even if we don't see it. And so we actually got to live out a significant part of Soulcare, as well as be used by God to teach others about it. So we didn't go there as the experts. It was just one beggar showing another beggar where to get bread.
Yeah, we're happy to have the opportunity to offer the hope and the help to others that comes through Soulcare ministry.